Hola chicas, soy profesita, soy profesora este semestre en este curso en línea y en este video les explico toda la información que necesitan saber relacionada con OAKS y les explico en inglés para que esté muy clara. So first of all, as mentioned in the syllabus video, you probably need to be going on to OAKS probably, I would say, 4 to 5 times out of each week throughout this course, because that is really where the course is concentrated, OAKS and the super site. So today, the first day of class, it's fundamental that you make sure that you have reliable internet access and access to OAKS. And you also are enrolled in the proper course section 20108 on the super site, because the minute you start slipping behind is the minute when you start having problems in an online class. So first things first, get that sorted out. And now I'm just going to navigate you through OAKS. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me at my email address, the College of Charleston one that's provided on the syllabus. So if you get in the habit of going on OAKS like 4 to 5 times a week, you're going to notice here on the right-hand side, first of all, you'll see any announcements necessary, any upcoming really important deadlines or projects or whatever. But most of you all are probably going to utilize this calendar on the right-hand side because that's how you're going to know what's going on in the course. But I also, and not just relying on this calendar here on the right-hand side of your screen, also, please utilize the course calendar Word document that's provided under content. So the syllabus, in the video, you can follow along with it on your computer. There's no need to download it or anything, but I highly recommend that you print out this and download this course calendar for this fall, and really hang it next to your computer or put it in your workspace and highlight all the important dates coming up. I have it highlighted, but if you don't print in color, which most of y'all probably won't, then you probably need to highlight it yourself or put it in your calendar. Set alerts on your phone for things like this, like our first ampliación, our first test. The ampliación will be conducted on Flipgrid, and there's a link to that right here. And that's like your speaking assessment for this course. And then your test will be completed on the super site. But as you can see, and you really need to do this today, printing out this calendar and getting your dates organized, you have assignments due on the super site and on OAKS by next Monday, the 25th. So it's really important. Is that Monday? Anyway, it's really important that you get that printed out and you get organized. Use this time to get organized. You have a course content quiz, which I'll show you where that is. That's completed on OAKS, and that's in English, and that's based on all this information I've provided in these videos. And then you also have all of these super site activities due. So staying on top of things and getting organized in terms of your time will result in a successful completion of this course. Students who don't do well in online classes are students who don't manage their time wisely. So take advantage of those tools. Print out your course calendar and also plan on going to OAKS 4 to 5 times a week and utilize the calendar on OAKS. So one thing that I mentioned that's due on the 25th is your SuperSite homework, which is a separate website, vhlcentral.com. And if you've already purchased access to that for Spanish 101 and 102, then you don't need to buy anything for 201. You just enroll in our section Zabi 20108. Also, that's due on the 25th is your course content quiz. And if you click on grades and select quizzes, it's the only quiz we'll have the entire semester on OAKS. And this is where you access it. Like I said, it's in English and it's based on everything that's presented in the syllabus video, in this video, and other videos that I have. Also important to know with OAKS is communication. So you'll be clicking on this link under discussions. You're probably not going to use the other options under communication, but 2 times a week, click on discussions. And this will also be posted on the calendar because this is where your participation grade comes from. And you're assigned, the course calendar has a list of when these things are due. They're called charlas, chats. And you get points earned for posting a response to the question that I've provided. And then also points for commenting on a peer post. And here's the rubric, and I can't emphasize enough. I'm not looking for grammatical perfection. What I am looking for is application of the concepts that are being presented per chapter. So let me make this very clear. Please pay attention to this if there's anything else. If you post anything on the charlas, or really if you produce anything on throughout this class that looks suspicious, that you've utilized an online translation resource like Google Translate or something like that, or it's clearly not reflective of your ability in Spanish, you will be referred to the honor board for plagiarism. That said, there is no need to utilize those plagiarism resources like Google Translate or a friend or whatever. What I'd like for you to do is take the content that's being presented and apply it. For example, your first charla is ¿Cómo fue tu primer día de clases y por qué? And I even have a model here for you explaining how to respond and, examples of what you would say. Like, mi primer día de clases fue excelente or terrible or fabuloso. And your adjective will be masculine because día is actually masculine. And then you would explain why. And you're going to use the preterite tense, like porque, tuve dos clases y estas clases son buenas. Or you could say, you could use the present tense. You could say, mis profesores son excelentes. Or you could say, mi primer día de clases fue terrible porque no me gustan mis clases este semestre. Whatever you want, as long as it's in Spanish and it reflects concepts that have been presented so far in 101, 102, and in this week in 201. If you have any questions, please consult me. And above all, read through the rubric before you post anything. Here's an example of a post in Spanish 102. This is what it's going to look like. So you start a new thread, and you can label it like, mi día ayer, or something like that, or mi primer día de clases, whatever you want to title it. And then you respond like, hola clase. And then you post your response, and then your classmates will respond to that post. So this is an example. This is what it looks like. She posted her response, and then a classmate commented on that. This is all I'm looking for, is your level and your participation. Okay, any questions, let me know. Also, under charlas, or discussions, is this section called ayúdame, por favor, which is a good expression to know. It means help me, please. And if you recall in the syllabus, if you have any technical issues or academic questions, or you want to organize a study group before a test or an ampliación or the final exam, you can simply post in English your question, your inquiry, your suggestion. And after 3 peers have responded, if it's an issue, then I will chime in and help troubleshoot. But I really want you guys to rely on each other and utilize this resource in English to help each other out. So that's another discussion board. So don't hesitate to scroll down there to see if there's any inquiries down there from your classmates. Okay, the last tool on OAKS that you may or may not use is under Virtual Classroom. And this is only necessary if you email me and you want to schedule a virtual office hour date, and then we'll schedule it up there, or we can use Zoom, which is separate from OAKS, and I could send you an invitation. But if you want to have correspondence, video correspondence, then you can utilize Virtual Classroom. Otherwise, that's basically all you'll be using in OAKS. Email me if you have any questions. You can come to my office, Bell 200B. I'll be there Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 12 to 1. Okay, chicos, eso es todo para la clase de español. Gracias por su atención y hasta luego.